Welcome to Simulator Adventures and welcome back to Train Sim 2020. I'm continuing my Valley Corridor route video, so this is going to be part 2, it's going to be the final part. Let's get going. Now, last time we had just arrived here at the mid-central platform in this really rather beautiful city, although not maybe so beautiful on today when it's really rainy. So you've got graffiti on this map. I really love the look of this route. So if you haven't seen the last part, I'd recommend watching that. Although this time we will be seeing a lot of new stuff. So hopefully more interesting stuff as well. Because look, we've got coming up very soon this amazing, look at this. This amazing horseshoe kind of loop. And that is going to be really interesting to see. Right. 70 miles per hour, so let's get going. So yeah, second part of the series. I am looking forward to finishing this because I think the north part of the map has some very different kind of landscape. Me saying that I want to finish this series makes it sound like I'm not enjoying it, but I am enjoying it. It's just that actually this is the last series of the year, and I think that's quite significant. And also I want to see the end of this route because it's a really cool map, and it just seems to get more and more intricate the further we go. So yeah, really cool. Right. The roads here go up and down. They do that quite a lot actually, because the train lines and the roads kind of interweave around each other, which is quite interesting. No, I don't need to accelerate anymore. So, looks like we'll be on the route this route for about 50 minutes more. And actually, I'll cut a bit out of this again. I'll only record some of the route, and you don't want to actually see the whole route probably. Also, if you wanted to play this yourself, I didn't want to show the whole thing. That's just the way I like to do things on this channel. I don't like to show massive long videos. The longest video I've ever done is just over an hour, and I didn't really like doing it then. So yeah, a bit interesting that this one is probably going to be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but yeah. Right. A lot of lakes over here. I think this actually might be the river, or is it a lake? Hard to tell. We are in a valley, so I'm guessing that there will actually be a river. So this is the river, and we've still got the road next to us. Not like a motorway, just a standard road. Although, like I said in the last video, why would you actually need a motorway? Why would you need a really big road? Because you've got this brilliant train link from the north to the south. And most of the line is like 110, 125 miles per hour, which is just really quick. Except now we've got an 80 mile per hour speed limit I can see coming up, so we need to prepare to slow down. So the clock's here, which actually the weird thing is that the hour hand and the minute hand are pretty much the same length. So yeah, that's not so great. But and then these screens don't work, which is the same as it is in the Dovetail version. So it's not like a mod only thing. This is just what it's meant to be, and it says no image expected here, which I've always found a little bit weird. But you know, I guess it does mean literally what it says on there. Whoa. So yeah, this will be the last video I ever make in 2019. This will be the last video released on my channel in 2019. In the new year, I hope I'll do some more train sim. I'll probably do some more Train Sim of this version of Train Sim and also Train Sim World, but I can't imagine doing too much more on this game in the future. I didn't make a video on this game for months and months, and you can see why. I mean, the FPS is hovering at just below 30 at the moment, which isn't amazing, but it's not terrible. But yeah, it just gets a bit annoying to record when you're getting such a huge amount of stuttering. And I watch a lot of Train Simulator on YouTube, and a lot of those videos have quite low FPS, which is annoying. Because you watch other videos on these people's channels, and they're playing like I don't know what games they're playing, but you know, a lot of different shooters or stuff like that, and the FPS is absolutely fine. So this game is just not well optimized. It's just too old. What is going on? Whoa! Okay, no. I thought that was the rail track, but no, that's just the road meeting the road. The road meeting the railway. Right. We are actually just entering. We are the Northern Express. Look, we're entering the Horseshoe here. So let's see if we can zoom out. Here we go. Wow. Look at that. We actually go past the train track there. Wow. So we're here, right. Now to the... Oh my goodness, there it is. There is the other bit of train track. That is so cool. And I guess they worked out that this is the fastest way to get the train to the other side, instead of just doing like a really short and long loop. And also I guess I didn't want to just carve right through the mountain. Which the station is called. It's a station called High Mountain Plateau. Wow, wow, look at this. So 80 mph speed limit, which is quite low. Let's get through it. The trees have started to change, I think. They've gone to this like lighter green, and then they're a bit taller. I don't know, I could be wrong. But we are travelling like 100 miles, which is a huge distance. So the landscape is, you know, beginning to change quite dramatically now. And there's... Oh, that's not water, is it? That's just... bushes. Looked like water from where I was. So, what is actually... Oh, wow. So how did this actually get formed? Because there's no river here. I'm sure there is a geographical reason. What's this? Is that a bit of the train track too? So, let's have a look. Yeah, this is the bit we're going around. We're actually going to go through there. Wow, look at this. There is the road. And there's the bit we're going to go round to. So we're just completing the first bit of the Horseshoe. Which is... Wow. I'm just amazed. Look at this. Look at this. They've really outdone themselves here with the scenery. And it's actually, this map is actually quite old now. Like over a year. But wow. Just enjoying the scenery, really. So that's the station we just came from. Could you imagine having to build this? Like, how on earth do they build this? Well, it is a fictional route, but still. This would be like one of the wonders of the world, modern wonders of the world, this track. Look at this. Right, where are we? We are coming out of the second loop. And then we'll be able to see the other side of the track, and we'll be on our way right up to North Central Platform. There isn't actually a name. There isn't actually a name of the region we're in. It's just, what does prototypical mean? Non-prototypical. I don't really know. Anyway, that's what it says on the Steam page. Whoa. I just looked back up the screen and didn't know what we were entering. Anyway, it doesn't actually say what kind of name of the place is or where it's actually meant to be. I just guess it is the UK because there's a Tesco and they drive on the left and it does look quite European or British. Right, we're out. And now we should be able to see the other side of the track. Yep, there it is. I think it would be nice, perhaps, if they had included like a new livery for this train. Because it doesn't look amazing in this livery, it looks quite good. But it could be enhanced a bit with some colour. I know that the Marsdenshire route, which is another JustTrains route, which is like a fictional place, does have a custom livery for all the trains, and that looks great. So I don't know why they didn't add that, but anyway, I've yet to try some of the other trains, so maybe they will have one. And yeah, I don't know if there's any. What are the new routes coming out for JustTrains? I don't really know. And it does beg the question: will JustPlanes, the like plane division of their company, will they be making add-ons for the new Microsoft Flight Simulator? That would be interesting to see. Right. 50 mph speed limit coming up. Always hard to judge when it's best to start decreasing speed. Yeah, this is fine. Gently decrease. Whoa, maybe not. Because we are going over seemingly a massive bridge. Or maybe not. Maybe that's a... Again, is that a road bridge? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's a road bridge. Wow, look at that! That's ridiculous! We're going for another station. And we should arrive in about half an hour, so actually this is going to be a bit shorter than I thought it would be, but... Actually a bit over half an hour, isn't it? But I seem to be keeping time okay. I'm probably even a bit early. I was when I arrived at the last station, so... Okay, what interesting part of the map are we on now? We haven't got any, like... Oh, it goes a bit weird over here, but we haven't got any, Horseshoe parts anymore, but, let's see if, on the manual, there is actually a detailed description of the Horseshoe. Let's have a look. So I'm going to read the manual now. Scroll down, and there's a section on it. The double horseshoe curves, which is the bit we've just gone through. This is a unique section of the route where the track clings to the side as it runs along and double backs around two peaks, preventing the town of High Mountain Plateau. Stand by for sweeping curves, a tunnel, and spectacular views. Well, yeah, that was pretty spectacular. And I'm just looking up here. We've got a lot of interesting places. We've got Newton coming up, which is the big city. Which is North Central Station, and there's Newton. Which has a power station there, so that'll be interesting to look out for. Let's look out for the power station when we get close. I'm not going downhill, so I can probably actually take off the power. And then there's lots of freight rail yards, so I will be interested to see some of the freight missions, although they'll probably be quite slow, won't they? Right, so now we're getting into the hopefully going to get to back to a higher speed, because we're just stuck at around about 80 miles per hour for the moment. So yeah, let's see if we can speed up a bit. Okay, so here we are at a town called High Pass. We're just kind of motoring through. You can see there's a freight train here, and here we come. Just through the centre of the city. Or it's not even a city, it's probably just like a village or a town. The FPS seems to be a lot nicer, a bit higher on this side of the map. There's a lot less to load. And yeah, we're getting close. Half an hour away now. But we're still not allowed to go any faster than 80. Which is annoying, but I can kind of understand. Got very tight corners here. And a lot of traffic around, so yeah. So 100 miles in a car, I don't know, what's the... So an hour and a half from north to south, that's a 100-mile route. How long would that take in a car? Oh, what would the speed limit be? Probably 70. So 70 miles per hour, 100 miles. An hour... Oh, maybe it would be faster in a car. Yeah, I think it would be about the same in a car, to be honest. Yeah. Although technically you would have to find somewhere to park, and not all the route would be 70 miles per hour probably. It probably wouldn't be 70 miles per hour considering it's not a motorway, so probably be 60 miles per hour, even less. The road has kind of merged over to this side now, and it's like floating. Ooh, can look for the Loch Ness monster. Let's find it. Right. I remember when I first went to Scotland in Pro Mods, and there was the Loch Ness monster there. Spoiler alert, no, but yeah, that was pretty funny. So this train here, I don't know what it's going to do, but it's just right behind the other freight train, so yeah, interesting. Look where we are. So there's that train there, but then just down the line... Oh, it's gone into a siding, alright, fine. Alright, let's get going. Come on. I want to get back up to 125 miles per hour. Although it does actually say that the southern side of the map is the slower side, the faster side, sorry, and the northern side is the slower side, yeah. So... we might go with some nice bridges though, look at this. Really cool. So we've got any different positions? We can change the position here on the train. We can go to this one, which is like... oh, it's very dark in here. And this one over here. Where we can look at the fire extinguisher. And then this one here. And we've got the blind, which goes in stages by the looks. Now why you'd want that, I have no idea. Maybe if you're sleeping in the train? Well, yes, I can see perfectly. Let's get rid of it. We don't need it, it's a very rainy day. What else we got in here? Not much. The door button doesn't work. The emergency brake button does work, and I accidentally pressed it earlier, so... oh, we can spin up the wipers though, look at that! We don't need it quite on that. Or maybe a bit faster. There you go. No, it's quite annoying being on that speed. We don't really need it. Some car wipers are really loud, like... it's just... there's no point putting them on, they're that loud and annoying. You're more distracted by the noise than the actual action of the... you know, by the water on the screen. It's probably because they're not placed properly, or maybe just because the wiper blades are low quality. I don't really know. Could be anything, really. Ah, back to 125, finally. We can get a bit of speed on. So... Oh, past another train. Again, I really love the look of this train. It just would be nice if they had an actual livery. I think the ones in the UK are green. I don't think they are actually an 801, but they're a very similar train. They definitely look similar. Okay, yeah, I can see it's flattening out now. So yeah, we're looking out for the power station, which is near a place called Newton, I think. Let's have a read. Yeah, Newton. And North Central. So right at the end of the map, when we get to the north, we'll find a town and then a city. And there'll be a power station around there, which will be interesting to see. Right, let's go. 125. In the UK, we used to have a train called the Intercity 125. And that was the top speed of the train, 125 miles per hour. Oh, the acceleration is just amazing. You can just tell that this train wants to go even faster than 125. In fact, like, you know what? For experimental reasons, let's go faster than 125. Let's see what this train can do. We are going up a hill, so maybe it'll slow us down a little bit, but... No! We've got to slow down to 80. Right, 125, here we go. Yeah, it's climbing. 128, 129, 130. No, we've got to slow down. Yeah, I know, I know. Well, we really do have to slow down. Oh, it's been flooded. That's quite cool. Or is that part of the river? I'm not sure. Oh, and look, we're on two different levels as well. Just the layout of this track is really interesting. Oops, minus. Or is that B min? I don't know what it really means. B min, brake minimum. Okay, fine. Right, bring up the speed again. 100 miles per hour speed limit, okay. Don't really see the point of increasing the speed limit there when we've got to slow down to 80 again. Let's go to 100 and then slow down. You go 80. Oh, I thought that was a plane. No, it's just a tree. I don't know if there is any planes in this, actually. I don't know if I've seen a plane taking off in this game. Definitely seen them in Euro Truck, but... I don't know. There's like Gatwick Airport in one of the routes. So yeah, Train Sim World, I don't know if is there a route I haven't played that I own? I don't know. I will come back to that at some point. But for now, I will just be having a look at some of the DLC in this, because there is some things I do want to try out. Because I spent a lot of money on this game over the years. And I do want to try out some of the routes before it's, you know, too late and the game isn't relevant anymore. Because I have a sort of feeling that either Train Sim 2020 or Train Sim 2021 or whatever the next version is, it could be the last version of this game they ever release. Because Train Sim World, they are quite rapidly now increasing support for it and increasing the amount of DLC, so yeah. Slowly it'll be like this game will be phased out and then that'll become the main game, Train Sim World. It'll be at the end of an era really, because this game has the most DLC probably ever for any game. Like £15,000 maybe, I don't know. Oops, I've gone into reverse. That is not what I wanted to do. Whoa, what am I doing? Okay, Summit Lake. Freight, Summit Lake. Whoa, look at this. Now this is like Loch Ness. Oh, what can I hear? I think I can hear a freight train coming through. Yeah, look. So let's go through here and let's see if we can find the lot less monster. No, let's see if we can find some interesting things to see. Alright, out the other side. Okay. So again, church, nice. Freight terminal, here it is. Yeah, look, here's the freight terminal. Then things are loaded onto the ships, but where do the ships actually go? Is there where do the ships actually go? I don't know. That's a big ship just to go across a lake. Maybe we'll see up here. But I didn't see anywhere like an exit to the sea, so let's see if the manual says anything about this. You can just get the manual on the website for the DLC, which I'll leave again in the description. Okay. Station, Summit Lake. There we go. Which is what we just passed, I think. The station served the small town of Summit Lake, and its passenger numbers have swelled by the year-round influx of tourists to this highly attractive location. So, yeah, well, I agree, it's highly attractive. Access by road is through a mountain tunnel. The tourists can board the nearby boats for trips on the lake. Right, okay. Okay, so we're coming up to somewhere called the Summit Lake Split. Yeah, look at this. It splits here. So just south of the town of Summit Lake is its freight depot and dock. These facilities mainly handle the lumber felled from the surrounding hills. Right, okay. And look, we split here. Wow. You're not going to get that ship down here, so I don't really know where that ship goes, but yeah, interesting. A lot of different points of interest on this map. So yeah, I'm enjoying this so much, I might actually spend a bit more money on this game. It seems to be running okay. It's only when you get into that big areas, like the towns and the cities, that it really starts to lag and become stuttery. And, I mean, right now I'm getting 25, 26 FPS, a bit more than that maybe, and that's, you know, people watch movies in that frame rate, so it's fine. I wouldn't play a shooter in this frame rate, and I wouldn't play Flight Simulator with this frame rate. It doesn't feel great like that. It really puts me off playing FSX these days, and Prepared for that matter, with such low FPS. But Train Sim doesn't seem too bad. We'll have to see what the Dovetail DLC is like, whether it's better or worse than this. You'd think that the actual in-house developer would be able to optimise their DLC a little bit better, but we'll have to see. Alright, we're in a tunnel now, so yeah. Hopefully we get back up to 125 miles per hour, and then we're going to head over to North Central Platform 4 for the end of the series, the end of this route, and my last video, well, the end of my last video of the year. And look, we've got 110 mile per hour speed limit just coming up soon. Right, here we go then. 110 miles per hour, coming up to 125. We're about 14 minutes away and 20 miles away. Let's get going. I'm just wondering now, yeah, again, the corners seem quite tight to go 110 miles per hour around, but I have seen a lot more tunnels on this bit of the route, so yeah, the tunnel is 125 mile per hour speed limit. So let's go. It's a long tunnel as well. Now, this bit we're going to be late, I think, so let's get the speed up. Let's see how fast this thing can go. I don't mind speeding for a bit. Do you think this train can get to 150? That does seem quite dangerous to get that speed up in here, but we're actually going around a corner now. Oh wow, that's jiggling about quite a lot. 140. There are waves down there, look at that. That probably is the ocean down there. Just through that bit. Yeah, look at that waves. What's that noise? Yeah, I can hear like a ship. We're probably really near the ocean. See if we can zoom right out. Can you see the ocean? No. Oh dear. We've exited the game world, right. Whoa, that was loud, okay. Right, now just let it slowly creep down the speed again. Because we're definitely speeding. I wish trains said, like, what the next light actually was, because I can see it's green now, but it was blocked behind a massive mountain, so you're never going to see that. So yeah, looks like the top speed is about 142-ish. Oh, brake a bit. There's a tight corner coming up. Oh goodness. Oh no. Oh no. That could be a disaster. We do not want to crash here. Yeah, look at it leaning. Okay, we did it. Now, where would that power station be? This is Lowland. So the next station should be Newton. Oh look, the track splits there again. Newton, there it is. I just saw the Newton coal line, so that must be the place where the power is. Oh, that one's just called Extra. So the last one said Tesco Extra, then it said Extra. But yeah, that coal bit must be where the coal for the power plant is delivered. And you think that a high-tech nation, which has electric trains everywhere, would have more up-to-date power production means, like solar power, wind power, even like gas or oil, but no, coal power plant. That's how we do it. I suppose if you oh, it's a double-decker bus. So yeah, definitely the UK. If you removed the ability to deliver coal, if you got rid of the coal power plant in this track, in this route, there wouldn't be much left, really, would there, for you to do with freight? There's a police car there. Look at that. So that's, again, a UK police car. And here is a motorway, finally. So this must be This bit of the map must be a much more populated area, because we've got a motorway there. Looking forward to seeing whether this town in the north is bigger than that one we started at, the Southern Central Station. All that time ago, down here. Look, we've been through here, round the lakes, round the horseshoe loop thing, through the tunnels. Yeah, great. I saw a bit of thunder over there, thunder and lightning. 10 minutes away, wow. And it looks like we're going to be on time after that bit of speeding, so that's good. And I think this is where the track splits. Yep. Got a train coming up. See if we can do that. Wow, look at that. It's just amazing. Love this route. Really happy with it. I would recommend it, definitely. And I've only done one of like the 20 missions. Be warned though, if you don't have all the DLC for the trains, which I'm thinking of buying actually, if you don't have all the DLC for the trains that this route requires, there's a list of the stuff on the link in the description where the route is. It says all the trains you need. If you don't have all of those, you won't be able to play every mission. So you just beware about that. There is a small sale on at Christmas, and this video should be out while that's still on. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it lasts until early January. And the Steam sale for the DLC for this game lasts until early January, so yeah. Maybe if you can pick that up, you'd find quite a good amount of deals on there, but it's not like truly amazing, like bargain. Maybe in a year or two, when this game is kind of almost over, when they're going to discontinue it, they will make this the DLC really cheap. I hope they do, because I'm really looking forward to buying some more DLC. There's a few routes I've always wanted. There's the power station. Newton Power Station. Wow. So I guess you come and deliver the coal here. Get back to the main line. There. Amazing, wow. And they are actually generating power, I can see. They probably use the water from here for the cooling. I could just hear some of the trains, and not trains, some of the boats in the background. Aha, much faster than you buses. Going 3 times as fast as all of you. Right, we are so close now, so yeah, that has been one of the most enjoyable things I've done in recent years on Train Simulator. We've got to slow down now, quite a bit. Quite a bit. Quite a lot. We've got double yellow. I don't think I'm going to slow down in time, come on. If I increase that brake anymore, it'll go to the emergency brake setting, and we do not want that. Wow, we're going right down to 25 miles per hour. I wondered why it said 6 minutes, but yeah, I can see why now, because we're going to have to go really slow. It's like it gets a bit twisty up here. So maybe I might try the old route that's similar to this. The London to Faversham route. Might try that. I think it would be interesting to see if it compares. And yeah, we're going to pull directly into the North Central platform. We have to go really slow though. See if we can catch our friend up here. Are we meant to be like beside this guy? We are a little bit early. Whoa, the FPS. It's loading something in. Oh my goodness, it's a huge city. Of course it is. Wow, look at this. Are we going to go right through here? A lot of the Japanese train lines have you kind of go through the centre of cities, which is quite cool. I love Japan. I love the railways there. I just wish that in Train Simulator there are a few more DLC routes with Japanese routes. But there aren't really. There's only like 2 or 3, I think, that I know of for this game. Which is annoying. I think it would be really interesting to have a bullet train route, but there isn't one I found, so maybe one day, we'll see. Again, is it a licensing issue? Do Japan Rail not allow people to make games? Well, they do make games, and they have Japanese games. They have arcade machines with train simulators there, which I think is amazing. You'd never see one of those here, but I'd love it. I'd buy one for my house, but it probably costs like 20 or 30k, so it probably costs more than that. Building a computer takes up enough room anyway. My setup is huge. And messy. But give it a couple of years, I'm just going to trash the whole thing. Not trash. Mostly just get rid of the computer itself. I'll keep the screens and the desk and the chair and the steering wheel, keyboard, all that. Just need a new computer, really. Looking forward to that, but don't think it's a good idea to buy stuff at the moment. I think there's a lot of change going on with the gaming, PC gaming. Lots of new components coming out, lots of new era of components coming out, you know, like the new 20 series from Nvidia. Oh yeah, something to look forward to in the new decade, which is only a couple of days away from when I upload this video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. That was this series on the Valley Corridor route. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. We're coming into the north central platform. When we stop, I'll have a quick look around the city. This is a route I definitely recommend, and I bought it for £13, something like that. So it's down about like 25–30%, something like that. There's the end of the line. Here we are at, what's the name of the station? North Central. Yeah, we've got to stop before the end of the platform, otherwise we'll get a red light. Which I guess is just there to stop us going too far. Let's turn the wiper off now. Oops. Do-do-do. Let's keep going a bit. Actually, we have reached the end of the platform. Let's stop. Make sure people are covered, so they're not out in the rain. Done. We have done. What an amazing route. North Central platform. There you go. So look, we've got a cathedral here. We've got a really tall building there. Oh, look at that. It's like a. This is where you have the stairs, I guess, and the lift, and then that bit's the main kind of building. Look at this one. Wow. So yeah, big city, and there's nothing really up this end of the line, I don't think. Although this train does seem to be going to it. So yeah, nothing really up here, just a bit more of the city. So yeah, really cool. So that is Valley Corridor. I hope you enjoyed. Let's just let the mission finish. And I might do some more in the future. Won't be this year, it'll be next year. Well done, driver. So thank you very much for watching. That was Valley Corridor. I hope you enjoyed that short series of 2-part series. Last video of the year. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.